Good morning, everyone. Today I want to invite you on a journey that many fear, some resist, but all of us, if we're fortunate, will one day embark upon. It is the journey into the golden years of our lives, not the end, not a slow decline, but a new chapter, a chance for rediscovery. We often hear the term golden years used to describe the later stages of life. But what makes them golden? Is it simply a polite euphemism for old age? Or could it be something deeper, something richer and more meaningful? Let me suggest this. The golden years are not about fading into the background. They are about stepping into the light of who we truly are after decades of learning, growing, struggling, and overcoming. You see, the first half of life is often spent building a career, raising a family, chasing dreams, managing responsibilities. It's busy, noisy, and full of expectations, many of them placed on us by others. But as we grow older, something beautiful happens. We begin to turn inward, we begin to reflect, and we realize that there is still so much to discover about the world, yes, but even more so about ourselves. Rediscovery starts with self. For the first time in decades, many people in their golden years find themselves free from the demands of others. Children are grown. Careers may be winding down or already behind them. This freedom can be disorienting, but it can also be exhilarating. It's a chance to ask, who am I apart from my roles and titles? What brings me joy now? What did I set aside that I can now return to? Some rediscover passions from their youth, painting, music, writing, gardening. Others uncover entirely new interests they never had time to explore, learning a new language, traveling, volunteering, even starting a small business. It's never too late to be curious, to be bold, to be a beginner again. Purpose doesn't retire when we do. In fact, many people find a deeper, more grounded sense of purpose in their later years than ever before. Whether it's through mentoring younger generations, contributing to their communities, or simply being present for loved ones in a way they never could before, the golden years can become a time to give back and make a lasting impact. It's the time when wisdom, experience, and compassion meet. Even the quietest acts, like listening, storytelling, or offering advice, carry immense weight. Remember, you are a living library of memories, lessons, and resilience. Your story matters. As we age, we begin to see our relationships differently. We start valuing depth over quantity. We reconnect with old friends, cherish time with grandchildren, or build new bonds with those on a similar journey. In these years, we often have more time to spend with the people who matter most. We can choose to heal old wounds, offer forgiveness, or finally say the words we've held back. There's grace in these connections. And sometimes there's even laughter, love, and the surprise of finding companionship when we least expect it. The golden years teach us the value of slowing down. After years of rushing through life, we finally learn to savor it. A morning walk becomes an event. A cup of tea becomes a ritual. Watching the sunset feels like witnessing a miracle. We become more aware of the little things, the smell of the earth after rain, the warmth of a loved one's hand, the joy of a familiar song. Life becomes less about chasing and more about being. This presence is a gift, and it's one that can change not just how we experience life, but how we relate to it. Now, let's acknowledge something. Society doesn't always celebrate aging. Too often, it sees older adults as past their prime, slowing down, becoming irrelevant. But this couldn't be further from the truth. You are not invisible. You are not less capable. You are not done. Some of the greatest works of art, literature, invention, and wisdom have come from people in their later years. Think of Grandma Moses, who began painting in her 70s, or Nelson Mandela, who became South Africa's president at 75. The golden years are not a footnote. They are a powerful, vibrant chapter in the book of life. Of course, aging does bring challenges, physical changes, health concerns, the loss of loved ones. We don't need to deny these realities, but we don't need to be defined by them either. Resilience, gratitude, and perspective grow with time, and while we may not control all the changes that come with age, we can choose how we respond. We can choose joy. We can choose meaning. We can choose to live fully, right up to the last breath. A celebration, not a farewell. So today, let us reframe how we think about aging. Let us embrace the golden years not as a conclusion, but as a celebration. A time of deep reflection, renewed passion, and unapologetic authenticity. Let us honor our past, engage with our present, and look to the future with open hearts. Because the journey of rediscovery doesn't end, it simply changes form. And wherever you are on that journey, just beginning, halfway through, or well along the path, remember, there is still more to learn, more to feel, more to love, and more to become. To grow old is not to grow less, it is to grow fuller, deeper, and richer. Embrace your golden years, not as a retreat from life, but as a return to it. It is your time, your story, your rediscovery. Thank you.